Shut up and sit down.
Hi guys, it's Josh from Full Sync here again with another video review for you. This time we'll be looking at the Edifier S2000 Pro monitor speakers. We'll just go with a little quick overview today. If you want a more detailed review, you can head to our website. The link for the review will be in the description below. But moving on, we'll have a little look at speakers now. In terms of build quality, they are really sturdy speakers. I don't think I've ever had anything from Edifier, to be fair, that's been of poor quality at all. Everything's always built solidly. They come with wood veneer side panels on, which explains the hefty weight of them. Underneath they have little raised feet as well to keep it off the surface that you've got it standing on, and keep them level. On the top and around the back and on the front you've got this matte black finish as well, which looks quite nice. And then obviously you can see the speakers underneath there. They do come with this little mesh panel that goes over them, as you can see on the right hand speaker here, but I have taken it off for display purposes. If we just take a little quick look around the back of the speakers. Okay, and if we just take a quick look around the reverse side of the speakers, the left speaker, which is actually on the right hand side here, purely for the location of the plug sockets during this review, you've got the output cable from the first speaker going to the left speaker, and the hole for the sub at the top. The cable that's provided and manufactured by Edifier is about 5 meters in length. I think it's something like 16.4 feet. So obviously you've got a pretty decent length there to play with to space the speakers out. Obviously, if you're looking for true wireless speakers, although these are Bluetooth, they're not true wireless because you do have the wire connecting the two of them together. So that might put some people off, but like I say, 5 meter length, you've got plenty of room to play with there. On the left-hand speaker here, as you can see, you've got a control panel and all the inputs on the back. So on the left-hand side of the panel, you've got your volume dial and your input selection. So not only does it turn up the volume, but you can also use it to change between Bluetooth, auxiliary, optical, and so on. On the right-hand side, you've got your auxiliary in. So obviously you've got your left and your right speakers there. You've got your optical, which has currently got a little plug in the socket. Your coaxial input. The speaker out wire, as I mentioned before. You've then got your power cable down the bottom right, a power on-off switch on the left, and further input on the left-hand side as well, just below the bass, volume, treble knobs. Just obviously, just in case you want to plug anything else in there as well. So the options are there for you if you want to. However, if you do purchase the S2000 Pro speakers, these are the only two speakers that you will get as part of that kit. So as mentioned, obviously you've got the controls on the back of the speaker, but the Edifier S2000 Pro speakers also come with a remote control too. Just looking at it close up, you've got the power and mute button at the top, the input controls in the middle, and then you've got the equalizer buttons there as well to switch between monitor, classic, dynamic and vocal. And at the very bottom there you've got the volume controls, the skip and rewind track buttons, a play pause button, and then pretty much a bit of a waist at the bottom. Although it's quite a nice sleek design controller and it's quite comfortable to hold, if you compare that to the S350DB speaker controller that I've got, a lot more compact, pretty much has most of the same buttons on there apart from the equalizer buttons, but I do know that they've got other models of this controller available as well that have those on there. So it's not very easy to pick up a gripe about these speakers, but if I had to pick one, it probably would be that the length of the control is probably a lot longer than it needed to be. Just do a little bit of an audio test as well, just to demonstrate how good quality these speakers really are. I'll just play a little bit of music that I've got set up already. For those that don't know, this is 21 Pilots Ride. I was fortunate enough to go watch these in Belfast months ago as well. They are really, really good. I just want to stay in the sun where I find I know it's hard sometimes. Okay, obviously that's just a little clip there. I don't want to play too much in case I get done for copyright or anything like that. As you can tell, the audio quality there was quite crisp. You've got a lot of definition in them as well. In terms of volume control, they do go a lot louder than that, which I'll demonstrate now.
Peace in the sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I think about the end just way too.
Okay, you could probably hear the bass there. It does get quite loud, but as you can tell, as the volume increases, there's no real distortion. They do go a lot louder than that, but it's a bit late at the moment as I'm doing this review. I don't really want to piss off the neighbours. So yeah, so in terms of audio, they are really, really good. Quality doesn't drop out at all, to be fair. They do pack quite a punch at the higher volumes. Mid-range, not so much, but to be fair, it doesn't really matter. It probably depends more on what kind of music you're into. As I've stated as well, they've already got an equalizer on the controllers, which is built in, digitally amplifies all the sound for you. So you've got 4 different channels you can pick. You've got your classical, which is obviously for classical music, focuses more on the instrumental parts of the melody. Vocal, which does pretty much the opposite, mellows out the music in the background a little bit to try and enhance those vocals. You've got the dynamic, which will be better for films, movies, or films and movies are the same thing, games, stuff like that. And then you've got the dynamic as well, which will pretty much cover everything else. Yeah, so to summarise then, solidly built speakers. Personally, I think they look really great, although, like I say, side panels might be a bit Marmite for people. You have love them or hate them. In terms of price and stuff like that, they come in at around about 400 quid. For some people, it might seem expensive, but when you compare them to competitors on the market for other monitor speakers, they're not actually that bad. In fact, they're pretty good value for money. The only downside that some people might find is the fact that they're not true wireless speakers. But when you've got 5 meter cable connecting the two of them up, you can space them around a room with plenty of leeway there for that. And I say, as demonstrated, audio quality is superb. The only flaw that I've managed to find so far is literally the remote control. But for more detailed review, head to our website now. Again, find a link in the description below. And if you want to like and share this video, that'd be great. And you'll also be able to find some of our social media channels and also links to our website down in the description below. So that's me signing off. We'll be back again soon with more video reviews for you.